Queens, my name is Shade Peters and I am a cosmetology teacher at the Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies. Today's focus will be on protective styles. Well, what is protective style? Protective style is a style that covers or hides the end of your hair, protecting it from pulling, heat, or any constant manipulation. It is used to promote hair growth and is easy and low maintenance. I've decided to use products that are readily available, seeing that we are all in the lockdown process. These items, you can probably find them in your home already. So without any further ado, let's get styling.
The items I be using for today, one pack of expression braids, 84-inch, and the color will be 1B, white tooth comb, a rattle comb, a scissors, one pack of Jericho rod, beeswax, edge control. You can use any edge control of your choice, whichever one you have in your home. I'm now going to blow dry my hair. My hair already have in leave-in conditioner and heat protectant spray. I'm going to section my hair in two, and I'm going to use the tail of the rattle comb to give me a more even parting space. It's quite difficult to get your hair parted extremely straight when you're doing it yourself. So if you have someone who can pat it for you, then so much the better for you. But if you're doing it yourself, I recommend you use the tail instead of using the body of the comb itself. It's more easier that way, and you will get a more accurate patting space. I'm going to use my mirror to check to see if my padding space is straight enough. Then I'm going to add some beeswax just on the outer section of my hair, comb it through my hair, and then brush it through my hair. You can use gel if you want to, but I prefer not to use gel because once you blow dry your hair and your hair is natural and you add any water-based product in your hair will naturally revert back into its natural curl pattern. So I didn't really wanted all of the kinks and the coils in my natural hair to show. Actually, I wanted it to, blend a bit more with the expression braid. So it's up to you. If you prefer to use beeswax, you can. If you prefer to use edge control, you can. If you want to use gel, you can. Whatever you have in your household, you can. Because remember, as youths, you don't have your own money to go and purchase whatever product you like. So basically, the video is to help those youths who basically have everything in their home already, and whatever you have on hand, you just use it. If you want to go out to the store once you have an opportunity, you can. The expression braid is very long, so you can get so much hair out of just this one pack of braid. So I'm gonna just cut it into two. You can cut it into three if you want to, depending on how long you want to um, braid your hair down to, but I'm gonna leave it into just two as is because I wanted my braid to have a bit of length because I'm actually going to curl the end of my hair. So it's all up to your own preference, okay? Then I'm going to just pull the braid apart to shred it so that the end of the braid would not be blunt. You can purchase the braid that already have the ends shredded. They are called easy braid, but for me I used what was available to me because the beauty supply stores were not open as yet when I created this video just for you. Now my recommendation is to you is that make sure that you have like a chair or something long that you can place pieces, different size pieces of your braid over it, because you cannot, because you do, if you're doing it yourself, you cannot have a whole hand of braid in one hand and taking out pieces. You actually need to keep your hand in your hair and have enough pieces. So I use at least 16 to 20 pieces. That's the estimate of pieces I use, including the tiny little pieces. I have a braid holder, so for me that was fine for me. But for those who may not be so fortunate like me, you can get like a plastic chair and put it on the handle of the chair, and or you can place them on a table or your lap or something that will be more convenient for you. Now in the beginning I took the tiniest piece of hair and I intertwined them together, and then all I did was continually add the braid into my hair. The further I go down into my braid is the larger the pieces I use to place in my hair. I braided it down to where I feel is far enough for me, and then I'm gonna take piece of hair from the longest strand, wrap it around and just give it at least 2 knots. This way the hair would not unravel that easily. And then the remaining that I have out, I would take my Jericho rod and I'm going to set them piece by piece. For mine, I use 6 rod for each braid. So in total, I use 12 Jericho rods to achieve my curl ends. I've completed one side with the Jericho rods already, so I'm about to section off the other side and set that. When I'm finished, I use hot boiling water. I actually use my electrical kettle. If you don't have an electrical kettle, you can use a big pot with water, but you have to make sure it's real boiling water, and you have to be very extremely careful. Make sure that you have at least 2 to 3 towels, because you want to make sure that you don't burn yourself. I placed a towel over my neck and I placed another towel right in front of me, so in the event that any water drips, I can actually catch it right away. So I use a plastic cup. You can use whatever you have available to you. Just make sure that, because it's not a lot of hair, you need something that's not too big and you don't need something wide. You need to make sure you have a good height so that the braid itself can be immersed into the water properly. How I dipped mine, I didn't just wet it and leave it. I carried the glass up and down, up and down. That way the water will get to emerge properly and soak into the braid and melt it properly. And it will allow the curls to, have a nice tight sit. Ensure that you completely allow the hair to dry before you remove the rollers. I would say you can just towel dry it and hang around in the house for a while before you actually take it right out as soon as you finish dipping it in the hot water. Do not use the blow dryer on it, especially if you're going to use the blow dryer on heat. Do not. If you're gonna use a blow dryer, you can use it on cool air, but you cannot use hot air. But I don't recommend you use the blow dryer. Just leave it, let it air dry. When it dry, you take your time, you unravel the rollers and then you unravel the hair. But when you unravel the hair, make sure you unravel it from the center first of the curl, and then if you need it a bit more fluffy, you can go over and slightly open them up so that you can have a bit more volume. I had some gold strings, some hair accessories, and I ravel them around the section where I tie the knot to hold the hair, just to give the hair a bit more, spunks and upliftment. um, I seal the outside of my hair with some spritz. If whatever holding spray you have, you can use it. Like I said, I can't use the gel because it would let my hair return back to its natural state. So I spray the holding spray, and then I use the blow dryer and the tail of the comb to smooth it in so that I would not have any flyaways. When I'm finished with that, I have a bit more accessories that I'm gonna just add to give me a bit more glam and uplift the hairstyle. This is the time you're going to snatch your edges, so whatever edges you have. I don't have a lot, but hey, I'm thankful for what I have. So I'm gonna just use the edge control and the rat tail comb and my edge brush and fix my edges with some nice little baby hairs. This is the finale. I'm going to just add the remaining of the hair accessories I have. Add some hair shine to my hair, and that's it. I do hope that you guys are appreciative of this video. I hope it was informative for you, and whatever braid, whatever color, whatever you have in your home, even if you have the natural texture braid, you can use it to create this style. Remember, protective style, as simple as they are just there so that you would not have to manipulate or tamper with your natural hair. This hairstyle can last you up to a week to 2 weeks top the most, depend on your activities and depend on how you take care of it. I covered mine with a do-rag and a satin cap, and I was good for about a week and a half, and then I take it out and wash my hair again. So thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.